Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
So, in previous class, we learnt about the basic concept of light. What is the origin of light? We says that light is a part of electromagnetic spectrum. So, how the electromagnetic spectrum is forms? Whenever the extreme orbital of electrons will have the more energy comparing to the ground state orbital of the electrons. So, whenever the extreme orbital of an electrons is jumped to the ground state of orbital, then what will happen? The difference of the energies is produces in the form of heat and light with a high frequency. So, when this energy is released, it will be released in the form of electromagnetic radiation. This electromagnetic radiation we can call as an electromagnetic spectrum. So, spectrum is nothing but it is a combination of wavelengths. So, yesterday we discussed very clearly there are 8 type of rays will be there in the electromagnetic spectrum, and we wrote it in the arrangement of an increasing of the wavelength and decreasing of the frequency from left to right. How many rays are there? 8 rays are there. Cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible spectrum, and IR rays, microwaves and radio waves. These are all the 8 combination of waves we discussed, in which the visible spectrum we says that it is only seen by our naked eyes. This visible spectrum we can call as an light. So, that means to say that light is a part of electromagnetic spectrum. This light is again have the combination of, that means collection of wavelengths again. So, because the white light is has the 7 colors VIBGR, that also we arrange in the sequence order: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange and red. These 7 colors of light is arranged in the increasing of the wavelength and decreasing of the frequency. The wavelength range of the visible spectrum is, we said that 400 nanometer to 700 nanometers. Then after we learnt it about the laws of reflection. First law of reflection, second law of reflection. Then we says that the specular reflection, diffused reflection, then image formation by a plane mirror. So, these are all the things we learnt very clear conceptual manner in the previous class. So, my dear students, we are going to start the today's class with the image formation by a plane mirror, okay, with the continuation of the previous class. Shall we start now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. See here. So, yesterday's example, we will take the yesterday's example, then we can understand how to plot the image formed by the plane mirror. See here, example. So, when the, let's consider this is the mirror. Now, for this mirror, here there is an object. So, this is an object. So, for this object, how we can plot the image? So, we says that we have to increase the perpendicular line onto the mirror and extend it behind the mirror with the same distance. The distance of an object towards to the mirror is equal to distance of the image from the mirror. So, here the image is forms. See here, there are 2 rays we are going to be taking here. So, see here how it is going to be formed. So, this is an incident ray and it is an reflected ray. If you take another ray, see here, we are going to take the another ray. So, this is an incident ray and it is an reflected ray. So, if the eye is there here, see here, if you take the eye here, then what will happen? This all the rays will fall into the eye, and eye is recognize the object as well as the image. See here, the object, this is the object, right? So, how the rays will goes in the eye? See here. Now, what will happen? See, this is the object and it is the image. The eye will going to be recognized both of the things, because both the image as well as object both are the in front of the eye. That's why the eye will be able to see the both object as well as image. See what the eye will do here. See, if the mirror is not there, if the mirror is not there, assume that if the mirror is not there. Here if you place the object, then what will happen? The rays which is coming from the object will be exactly comes in this way only. Yes or no? In this way only. Yes or no? All the rays will comes from the object and it will be fall into the eye. If the mirror is not there, the same exact path will be adapted by the rays which is coming from the object. Now what will happen? If you place the mirror, what will happen? The mirror is from the virtual image here. So from the virtual image is also the rays will comes exactly as the original object will be placed there. Understand? That is why the eye can recognize the another object. So this is an actual image. What the eye will find out? There is something object is there. So yesterday I says that whenever we are standing in front of the mirror, then our image will be seen by our eye in the mirror. So what the eye will do? The eye will trace back the light rays, and wherever it will be meet. See here, if these if these three rays is traced back by the eye, all these three rays will be meet at the point of image formation. Yes or no? So the eye will, what the eye will do, whatever the reflected rays is fall into our eye, the eye will be traced back the rays and it will see where it is going to be meet. Wherever it will going to meet, that point the eye will consider the object is placed there. Do you understand? So if the mirror is not there, then also the rays will be come from the exact path what we drawn here. If the mirror is also there, then also from the image the same rays and same path will be adapted with the rays. How many rays will be comes from the object? Infinite number of rays will comes. That we have to keep in our mind. But when we are drawing the image formation, we need not to be take the infinite number of rays. We will going to be take 2 or 3 rays. Understand? So do you understand this? So what is the characteristics of the image formation by the plane mirror? The first point we have to understand. One, it is an virtual image. Okay, first is an virtual image. Now what do you mean by virtual image? Virtual image is nothing but when the reflected rays is not actually meet, it is appears to meet. Whenever the reflected rays seems to be appears to meet, then the formation of image we can call as an virtual image. If the reflected rays is actually meet, then the image formation by that mirror we can call as a real image. So who will form the real image? Real image formed by a curved mirrors, that is an concave mirror. Concave mirror will form the real image. It is a virtual image because the reflected rays is not actually, it is not meeting, right? It will be diverting from the point. Yes or no? So if it is meet actually, then the image formation we can call as a real image. Here when we are extended back from the mirror, then this reflected rays is appears to meet here. So when it appears to meet, then the image formation we can call as a virtual image. That means the plane mirror is always forms the virtual image. Are you understand? Second point what we have to understand, the distance of the object from the mirror is equal to distance of the image behind the mirror. So that means distance of an object is equal to, I am going to write here, is equal to distance of an image. Okay, so that is the second point. What the third point we have to understand? The third point we says that the size of the object is equal to size of the image. Size of an object is equal to size of an image. Then fourth point what we have to understand? The fourth point is, yesterday itself I says that the plane mirror is forms the laterally inverted. It is an laterally inverted image. Laterally inverted image. Laterally inverted image is formed by the plane mirror. So these are all the points we have to understand very clearly. This is the characteristics of the image formed by a plane mirror. So we can write here characteristics of image formed by a plane mirror. Are you getting my point, everyone? So here what we have to understand, see here, whenever we are plotting a image formed by the plane mirror, first what we have to do, we have to draw the perpendicular line and extend the perpendicular line behind the mirror, and the image is forms the exactly the perpendicular line only. So I will going to take the one example, then you can better understand how we have to plot the image formed by the plane mirror. See, for example, if you take an example, see here, here there is a mirror. Okay, this is a mirror. Now object will be there here. Object is there here. This is an object. Now how the image is formed? First of all, you have to say whether the image is formed by the mirror or not. Yes or no? Tell me whether the image is, yes, very good. Image is forms. So what will happen? So we have to what to do? We have to extend the, we have to draw the perpendicular line here. We have to draw the perpendicular line. If the mirror is not there, then extend the mirror. Okay, draw the perpendicular line. If the mirror is not there, extend the mirror. Then extend the perpendicular line. Then third point, what we have to consider, the distance of the object is equal to distance of the image. The image will be formed here only. On the perpendicular line only the image will lie. Okay, so image will form here. See, whether we can able to see the image or not, it is depends upon the position of the mirror. If the observer is there here, for the observer the image will not be seen. For example, I am standing here, mirror is there and you are sitting there. Okay, so my image can't be seen in my mirror. Yes or no? My image can't be able to see in a mirror, but you can able to see my image. Yes or no? Because the rays, the reflected rays is going to be enter into your eye. Are you getting my point? That's why you are able to see. You are the observer, but my image can't be able to see by myself because mirror is not there in front of me. Mirror is somewhere else with the angle. Are you getting my point clearly? So whether we are seeing the image or not, it is not. It is depends upon the place of the mirror, where the mirror is placed. But image is forms wherever the mirror is there, the image will be formed. Are you getting my point? Whether it is appears or not, it is depends upon the position of the mirror. So image is forms here. See here, we are taking one ray here. Okay, so this is the reflected ray. If you take another ray, see here, see if the observer is here, if the observer is here, then he can able to see the image of this object. But observer is there at the object itself, but the observer can't able to see. Observer should be there where the reflected rays enters. Are you getting my point? But image is forms. Are you getting my point? Understand? So for example, if you take another example, let's consider this is an mirror. The mirror will be making with an angle of horizontal, it is 30 degrees. Let object will be there here. Okay, at the distance of 2 meters. Then he says that find the coordinates of an image. Find the coordinates of image. So object coordinates is how much, my dears? Object coordinates is how much? 2, 0. So where is what is the coordinates of an image? So what we have to do? Simple, we have to do is draw the perpendicular line on the mirror. If the mirror is not there, then extend the mirror. Okay, and extended the perpendicular line behind the mirror. Then check out the distance of object is equal to distance of image. So here the image will form. Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you getting my point? See here. So here the image is forms. What is the coordinates of this image? See here, if it is on 30 degrees, the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. So that means it is also 30. So image coordinates is total cos 30. See here, 2 cos 30, 2 sin 30. So here 2 cos 30, comma 2 sin 30. So what is that 2 cos 30? So sorry, 2 cos 60, right? See here, this is the image, right? So 30 plus 30, 60, right? So 2 cos 60, 2 sin 60. So how much the value is? It is on 2 by 2. Now it is on 2 into root 3 by 2. 2 to get cancelled here. So coordinates will come as an 1 comma root 3. This is the coordinates of the image. Are you getting my point? So if he asked what is the distance between, okay, this is on coordinates. Okay, if he asked distance between object and image, what is the distance between object and image? We can able to see very easily. We can say that. See here, how much it is? See here, what is the distance? See, this is on 2 meters. Yes or no? How much it is? 2 cos 30. 2 cos 30 is equal to how much? 1. So it is on 1 meter, and this is also 1 meter. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Are you understand? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So 1 meter, 1 meter. Total is on 2 meters. So how much it is? 2 meter. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Understand clearly? It is on 2 meters. So how it came? 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 meter. Got it? For example, if you take another example, let me see. I am going to draw here. So for example, let's consider, see here, if it is on, let it be considered this is an 45 degrees angle. So mirror is like this. Now the object will be placed here from the 2 meters. Then the coordinates of an object is an minus 2 comma 0. Minus 2 comma 0. Then what is the coordination of the image? So simple, what we have to do? Draw the perpendicular line. So if the mirror is not there, extend the mirror. See here, how it will come? Exactly it will come as an here. See, check out. Here the image will form. So how much the coordinates? Coordinates will come as an, see here, 0 comma minus 2. Are you getting my point? So if the 45 degrees angle of a mirror is always what will do, the vertical image is converted into, the vertical object, if the object is in vertical, then image will come as an horizontal. If the object is in horizontal position, then image will come as an vertical. When we are drawing the extended image, extended object of an image, then we can understand very easily how it will be vertical and horizontal. Are you getting point? This is an point object, so we can't able to see here whether it is an vertical or horizontal. Okay, we are going to draw here. Okay, about the extended, how the extended object can be plotted onto the plane mirror. Okay, do you understand everyone clearly? For example, if another example I will give, can you able to do? See here. Now let it be, this is the mirror. So mirror will be like this. Now the object will be placed here. It is on 2 meters. Are you getting my point? This is on 45 degrees. Consider this is on 45 degrees. Then what is the coordinates now? So first what we have to do? Draw the perpendicular. Draw the perpendicular line. If the mirror is not there, extend the mirror, and see here, it will come as an image will form here. Are you getting my point? This is an object. Object coordinates is 2 comma 0, and image coordinate is how much, my dears? Minus 2 comma 0. Are you getting my point clearly? So minus 2, so actually it will come as an 0 comma minus 2, right? So x-axis is on 0 and y-axis is on minus 2. Got it clearly?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand everyone? Can you please make a note of it? Then we can go for the how to plot the diagram to form the image by the plane mirror for the extended objects. Okay, can you please make a note of it? Now we can going to learn how to draw the image of a extended object. Okay, see here, if you take an example, let's consider this is an mirror. Now here this is an object, so A, B. What we have to do? Just we have to draw the perpendicular line and check out the distance of the object is equal to distance of the image. The image will forms like this: A dash, B dash. Got it? If we take another example, see here. So this is an mirror. Let's consider this is an mirror which has the 45 degrees. Now object is placed here. This is an object A, B. Now how the image will form? See what I said, that have to draw the perpendicular line. If the mirror is not there, extend the mirror. See here, another line is we have to draw here. See, here is the image is forms. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? See here, A dash, B dash. Got it? If you take another example, see here. So if you take as an 45 degrees, then let's consider this is an mirror. Now here is the object. So this is an A, B. Now what we have to do? Just we have to draw the perpendicular line. Yes? Yes or no? This is the perpendicular lines onto the mirror. See here, the image will be formed here. So B dash, A dash. Are you getting my point? So what I said, that whenever we are taking the 45 degrees mirror, I said that if the object is an horizontal, then image will form as a vertical. See here also, the object is in here is an horizontal position, but the image is forms as an vertical. Are you getting my point? So this is how we can be plot the extended object image. Got it? Very clearly. So now see here, field of view. Field of view. Now see here, this is an, let's consider this is an a mirror. Okay, now object is there here. Let it be, this is an object. So first what we have to do? We have to draw the perpendicular line. If the mirror is not there, extended the mirror and extend the perpendicular line behind the mirror and check out the distance of the object is equal to distance of the image. So here the image is forms. That will count form. Yes or no? Then what we have to do? Take a one ray, first ray, and draw onto the bottom of the mirror. Are you getting my point? See here. So this is one ray. Now what we have to do? Take a second ray and draw onto the top of the mirror. See here. This is the second ray. Got it? Now this field we can call as an field of view. Field of view. See, from here, if the observer is stand here, the image will not be able to see. If the observer is stand here, no, he can't able to see. If the observer is stand here, he can't able to see the image. Yes or no? If he stand here in between of these two lines, he can be able to see the image of an object. And beyond this line also he can't able to see. Yes or no? In the same manner, we can also draw the field of view. We can also find out the field of view for the extended object also. See here. For example, see, this is the, consider this is the mirror. Okay. Now this is the mirror. Here, this is an, consider as an object. So A and B. What we have to do, my dears? So extend the perpendicular line and check out the distance between the object and image. So image will going to form here, yes or no? So this is an B dash, A dash. Now to find out the field of view, first what we have to do, take this point A, at the point A, then draw the perpendicular line onto the bottom of the mirror, yes or no? First we have to draw the perpendicular line onto the bottom of the mirror. So if you draw this, see here, this is the reflected. Another point, we have to draw the another ray, the top of the mirror. See here, got it? Then second, so point B, first what we have to do, draw the line to the bottom of the mirror. See here, so we draw the line bottom of the mirror, and now see, this ray will comes, are you getting my point? Now another ray we have to draw to the top. See here, are you getting my point, everyone? See here. Now from this diagram, if you stand here, what is appears? Point B is appears, yes or no? From here the point B is appears. If you stand here, nothing, yes or no? If you stand here, nothing is appears. If you stand here, A will going to be appears, point A will appears. So if you stand here in between of these total lines, if you stand here between of these total lines, what is appears? So total A and B, the point A and B total is appears. So this is an total field of view, total field of view, total field of view of A and B. Are you getting my point? So this how we have to plot the diagram, and we have to find out the total distance of the extended object's field of view. Are you getting my point? Understand clearly? So if you stand here, if the observer is stand here, nothing will seen by him. If you stand here, point B will able to see. If you stand here, nothing. If you stand here, he can able to see the point A. If you stand in between of these two lines, then he can able to see the total image of an A and B, total extended image he can be able to see from these 2 points. Are you getting my point? So from this total, what is the total conceptual understanding of the image formation by the plane mirror? Is simple, my dears. First what we have to do, draw the perpendicular line. If the mirror is not there, extended the mirror and extend the perpendicular line behind the mirror. Then check out the distance of the object is equal to the distance of the image. Then on that perpendicular line only the image is formed. First one, we have to confirm it. Are you getting my point? Draw the perpendicular line. If the mirror is not there, extended the mirror. Then extend the perpendicular line behind the mirror. Check out the distance of object is equal to distance of image. Then on that perpendicular line only the image is lying. Then what we have to do? We have to draw the lines. Are you getting my point? So if you want to find out the field of view, just we have to take a, if it is a point object or extended object, we have to take a 2 rays. One ray has to be drawn to the bottom of the mirror and reflected back. Then second ray we have to take to the top of the mirror and reflected back. So the combination of these 2 rays, in between of the combination of these 2 rays, the field, the area which will be covers, that only the area of field of view. From that area only we can able to see the image of an object for the point object as well as extended object. Are you getting my point? Do you understand very clearly? So can you please make a note of it, then we can continue the class. So formation of image is depends upon the length of the mirror. No, formation of image is not depends upon the length of the mirror, but field of view can be depend upon the length of the mirror? Yes, exactly. Yes or no? So these 2 points we have to understand very clearly. So if you want, you can make a note of it. Point number 1, formation of image does not depend size of the mirror, does not depends on size of the mirror, but field of view is depends upon the size of the mirror. So field of view is depends on size of the mirror. So these 2 points you have to keep in your mind. Okay, make a note of it. We will take one example for field of view. See here, the question is asked. So for the 2 meters, see here, I will take here, in a 2 meter distance, there is an object is placed. It is an object, and from the object of 2 meters, 1 meter height. How much? 1 meter height. 1 meter of length of the mirror is placed here. This is 1 meter of length of the mirror. This is the mirror is placed. Here is the observer. Observer is moving here. Whether this observer can able to see the image of this object in total way, in total path? No, right? So he can able to see only the particular distance of the path. Yes or no? He asks the question the same thing. Find out the distance for which the observer can able to see the image of an object. Okay, what the question? Find out the distance for which observer can able to see the image of an object. Okay, so simple, my dears. It is a question of field of view. Yes or no? We know very well. See here, what we have to do. So first, extend the perpendicular line. Okay, if the mirror is not there, extend the mirror. And second one, we have to distance of the object is equal to distance of the image. So here, so if it is on 2 meters, see here, if it is on 2 meters, this is also 2 meters. Here is the image is formed. Yes or no? Now how to find out the field of view? First ray we have to take to the bottom of the mirror. See here, so this is the first ray. Got it? Second ray is, take the second ray and it should be meet to the top of the mirror. Yes or no? See here, so this is the second. So this distance only, right? So consider this distance is an D. This distance only the field of view. Yes or no? So now the physics is over. Now it is completely mathematics. Okay. So like this of the problems, we have to find out the congruent triangles. Yes or no? See here. Let consider this is an D and let it be this is an distance x and this total distance is y. So if you find out the x and y, we can easily find out the d value. So d is equal to y minus x. Yes or no? D is equal to how much, my dears? Y minus x. So we have to find out the x and y value. See here, we have to find out the similar triangle. See now, see here, this triangle. Are you getting my point? This first triangle. Are you able to see? This, and this is the, see here, this is the second triangle. Yes or no? This is the first triangle and this is the second triangle. These two triangles are congruent, similar triangles. If the two triangles are similar, then we can say that the property is very clearly says that the ratio of their corresponding sides are equal. So what is the ratio of these corresponding sides? Here we can able to find out. See, 1/2 is equal to x upon how much? 6. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Then x is equal to how much, my dears? X is equal to 2 1 ja 2 3 ja. Are you getting my point? X is equal to 3 meters. Yes or no? X is equal to how much? 3 meters. So second see here, this triangle, see here, this triangle is equal to this total triangle. See here. Are you getting my point? So these two triangles also, it is a similar triangles. So here see here, 2 upon 2 is equal to 2 upon 2 is equal to, see here, total y upon 6, y upon 6, that is equal to how much, my dears? Y is equal to how much?
3 meters.
How much? See here, 2 1 ja 2 3 ja, so 3 2 ja 6, it is on 6 meters. Are you getting my point? So now what is the value of d? D is equal to y minus x. So d is equal to 6 minus 3, that is equal to 3 meters. So this is done. D is equal to 3 meter. He can able to see in the distance of 3 meters. In the 3 meters he can able to see the image. Are you getting my point? Can you please make a note of it? Then we can continue the class. See here the another example with the same method. Now in this example problem, the object is placed at the origin. So this is the object from the 3 meter distance. From the object 3 meters distance, 2 meters up. See, this is done up. 2 meters up, there is on 1 meter of mirror is placed. Now the question is asked, find the distance for which the observer can able to see the image of an object. Okay, simple. First what we have to do, we have to draw the image. See here, so this is on 3 meters, let it be. So this is an object is here, the image will form. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now simple, we have to take a two rays, one is touched to the bottom of the mirror and another is touched to the top of the mirror. So take a two rays, see here, bottom of the mirror. So now this is the ray. So first ray is touched to the bottom of the mirror. See here, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
So this is the first ray. Second ray we have to take to touch the top of the mirror. See, this is the second ray, and this second ray, see here. Are you getting my point? This is the second ray. So now let's consider this distance is d and this distance is x and this total distance is considered as an y. Now we have to find out the similar triangle. See here, this triangle and this triangle. Okay, this triangle and this triangle both are similar. If the two triangles are similar, then the property says that the corresponding the ratio of the corresponding sides is equal. Okay, what are the ratios of their corresponding sides? See here, 2 upon 3 is equal to x upon 6, that is equal to how much it is? X is equal to 4 meter. Yes or no? In the same manner, second similar triangle, see here, this triangle, this is equal to this. Yes or no? So now 3 upon 3 is equal to, see here, 3 upon 3 is equal to y upon how much? 6, that is equal to x is equal to how much, my dears? 6 meters. Then d is equal to y minus x. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So d is equal to how much, my dears? 6 minus 4, that is equal to 2 meter. So it is on d is equal to 2 meter. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So shall we take another example, same examples, or we can go for the different method? Shall we go for the different method? Do you have the conceptual understanding for this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. So now we can go for the different type of problems. Okay. So for example, if in your home, there is a small mirror is there, okay? If you take a small mirror, and in the small mirror, can you able to see the full image of yourself?
No, sir.
Is it possible? Think and say. Small mirror is there. In the small mirror, can you able to see the full image of yourself? Whether the mirror is placed near or distance, wherever it may be, will you able to see the full image or not?
Yes, sir.
Can you see full image? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See here. So the question is, if you want to see the full image of an object, then what is the height of an object and where it should be placed? These are the two things is very much important. So height of the mirror and the position of the mirror is very much important. It plays a very much important role to see the full image of an object. So in our homes, okay, there is a dressing table will be there. In the dressing table, the big mirror will be there. In the big mirror, if you are standing here, then you can able to see the full image. Yes or no? If you have to take a small mirror, then if you try to see your full image, you will never going to be see the full image wherever you want to be keep the mirror. See, we are going to be proof mathematically. Yes or no? See here. Consider this is on a mirror. Okay. From the mirror, d distance, from the d distance to the mirror, a man is standing whose height is, let's consider h height. Got it? Now see here how the image will form. So we have to extend the perpendicular line and the distance is equal to distance of the object. So this is the image. Yes or no? If it is an AB, then this is an A dash, B dash. Let's consider the height of the person is h height. Got it? Now, if you want to see the legs of the man, if you want to see his legs, then what will happen? The ray, one of the ray should be comes from the leg and enter into the eyes. Yes or no? His eyes is placed here only. Let's consider his eyes also. Here only the eye is there. Eyes are there here only. Okay, got it? Now we are taking the one of the ray. See here. Okay, see here one of the ray. We are going to take here from the bottom, and it is enter into the eye. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
See here. Now the foot sir appears to him.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now if you want to see the eye, head, if you want to see the head, then what will happen? See here, this ray straightly will goes, and once the perpendicular ray is straight to the mirror, then it will come back to the same path. It will retrace to the same path. That's all. Now this ray is came and enter into his eyes. Now he can able to see the head. Yeah. So that means he is able to see his foot as well as head. That means the total image he can able to see now. Yes or no? So what is the important thing is here is this mirror is useful to see his full image or this? Which mirror? Top. This mirror only, no. So this much of mirror, see here, this much of mirror only, is it useful to him to see his full image? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This mirror is only the useful. This is an useless, this also useless. It is not useful. This only useful image, useful mirror. Sorry, useful mirror. Yes or no? So now see here. So to find out how much the value of this height of the mirror, we can able to see very simply. We can find out. See here. See, this is a theta. This is also a theta. So this triangle. See here. Are you getting a point? Yes or no? This triangle and this triangle, both the triangles. See here, this triangle and this triangle, both the triangles are congruent, similar triangles. So if the similar triangles, this is an h by 2, this is also h by 2. If it is an h by 2, this also h by 2, this also h by 2. Are you getting my point? Very simple. So a person of height h, he wants to able to see his full image. What is the length of the mirror he required? H by 2. And what is the position of the mirror? H by 2 height from its bottom. When the eyes are at the same as the level of the head. Yes or no? Now do you understand everyone clearly?
Yes, sir.
So please make a note of it, then we can go for the further. Okay. So here one example problem again. See, now what we are going to do here is, this is an mirror. For this mirror, let's consider here the d distance. A man is standing whose height is, consider, 2 meter, whose height is 2 meter. Now his eyes are 20 centimeter below. His eyes is located 20 centimeter below of the head. Yes or no? Now how much the mirror is required to see his full image, and what is the position of the mirror? Simple. What we have to do? First we have to draw. See here. Now here the image is formed. Yes or no? Now see here. If you want to see his full image, first bottom of the ray. So one of the ray will move like this and it is enter into his eye. Yes or no? See here. Got it? Now he can able to see his foot. Now second one, he want to see the head. So one of the ray we have to take from the head and enter into his eyes. See here. I am going to draw here. See this is. See now another ray. Let's see, this is the ray and it is enter into his eye. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now he can able to see his head. Both the rays are enter into his eyes. Yes or no? Now see here. How much this value, my dear? This is on 20 centimeters. That means to say that this is on 10 centimeters. This is on 10 centimeters. This also 10 centimeter. Okay. Now the 20 centimeters is gone. So now here, this is the congruent triangles, right?
Yes, sir.
So it is on theta. This is also theta. See, 2 centimeter in which 20 centimeters is gone. How much the remaining? 1.8. 1.8 meter. So 1.8 meter half is 90 centimeters. So that is, this is the 90 centimeters and this is also 90 centimeters. Now which mirror is useful? This part of mirror is useful, right? This part of the mirror is useful. So how much it is? 90 plus 10. Total is 1 meter. So that means useful mirror is equal to 1 meter. And what is the position? At what height? We have to place the mirror at the height of 90 centimeter. Got it? Do you understand, everyone? See here, we clearly come to understand by the concept. Wherever the eye we can take, whether we can take on the top or we can take in the 20 meter below, or we can take is the 40 centimeters below. Wherever we can take the eye, how much mirror is required? The mirror is required is exactly half of the height of the man. So if it is on 2 meter height, then how much the height of the mirror is required? 1 meter. That is exactly half of the height of the person. Yes or no? That's what we saw, right? Previous example also.
Yes, sir.
So but what is the position of the mirror? The position of the mirror, see, very simple conceptual understanding. So we need not to draw any diagram, we need not to do any type of problem. Any calculation is not required. If you see the data, immediately we can able to say the answers. What is the short trick here? What is the conceptual understanding? How much height of the mirror is required to see his full image? Simply the h by 2. If the person is on h, half of the height of the mirror is required. First one, if it is on 2 centimeter of the person is there, how much mirror is required? 1 meter, half of this. Now second, the position. How can we say the position? The short trick. The short trick is, my dear, so 2 meters here is on how much it is? 20 centimeters. 2 minus 20, 2 meters minus 20 centimeters, how much? 1.8. Half of the 1.8, 90 centimeters. Simple. Do you understand the short trick? The short trick is what is the short trick, my dears? See here, short conceptual understanding. Okay, short trick. Short trick is mirror, useful mirror, height is h by 2, half of the height of the person, half of the height of the person, and position of mirror, position of mirror. The position of mirror, how can we find out? Position of mirror, what I said that see here, where the eye is located, the upper part we have to remove from the total height of the person. Yes or no? He is a 2 meters, so we remove the 20 centimeters, is came as an 1.8 meters. So half of the 1.8 meters is an 90 centimeters. Yes or no? That is the position is required to place the mirror. So position of the mirror, how can we write? Position of the mirror is equal to h minus, see here, h is means total height of the person, h minus height of eye, h minus I. If we consider this is equal to x, then x by 2 is the answer. We will consider h minus height of the eye is equal to x. If you consider, the answer is x by 2. Are you getting my point? Do you understand? So I will give an example problem, then you can tell me without putting your pen on the paper. Yes or no? See here, simple example. Let's consider this is the mirror. Now here the person is standing. Consider he is on 3 meters height. How much? 3 meters height, and his eyes are located at 1 meter below. How much? 1 meter below. Then tell me the answer. How much height of the required? How much height of the mirror is required? Simply say, man, without doing, we can able to say that the answer, right? See here, the required mirror, useful mirror is how much? Useful mirror, h by 2. Yes or no? That is 1.5 meters. Simple, 1.5 meter. Then position, x is equal to how much, my dears? See, the position is equal to x by 2, right? Position is x by 2, that is equal to how much, man? How much the x value? 3 minus 1, 2. 2 by half, 1 meter. Simple. That is answer. Without doing anything, we can able to say the answer. Are you getting my point? Yes or no? Do you understand? See, the miracle is the useful mirror, the height of the useful mirror is an independent of distance from the mirror. It is independent of d. Yes or no? It is an independent of d. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So do you clearly understand?
Yes, sir.
So this is the miracle. So it is not at all depends upon the d value. What? When I asked you in the first time, if you take the small mirror and I says that will you able to see the full image? You says that yes, we can able to see when we are put the mirror is a long distance. You says that, yes or no? But what will happen? It is independent of the image formation, full image formation of a mirror is independent of distance from the object. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what is the total conceptual understanding here? The total conceptual understanding is the useful mirror is half of the height of the person. Second, what is the height to which the mirror shall to be placed is nothing but the height of the person, total height of the person minus where the eye is located. Whatever the value will come, half of that value is the position of height from which the mirror has to be placed. Are you getting my point? Do you understand very clearly? Can you please make a note of it? We can go further. Do you understand, my dear students?
Yes, sir.
So if we ask the vice versa, what is the vice versa? Position and the height of the mirror both are fixed. Position and height of the mirror is both are fixed. Now he will ask, what are the things can able to see by the person? Okay, are you getting my point? So now it is an, he is given the man. Okay, man is fixed, and we have to find out the position and the height of the mirror. Now sometimes he will going to ask the vice versa. Position and mirror, length of the mirror, he will give the fixed value. Then he will going to ask, what are the things can be appears in a mirror to the observer. So like that he will going to ask. So exactly opposite to this type of problems. Okay. So this type of problems we are going to be continue on tomorrow. Okay. Are you getting my point? Until when you come to the tomorrow, you have to prepare well. So whatever you have to read very, you learn very clearly conceptual understanding. Whatever so far we learnt it in the previous last 2 classes. Okay. Okay, students.